Scheibler. I use she, her pronouns. I have been at Stanford since 2013, and I work as the Assistant Director of the Office of Alcohol Policy and Education and the Director of Cardinal Nights. And my favorite spot on campus is the Labyrinth, the little maze that is over by Windover. I like to go and take little meditative walks over there.
My name is V Huang, pronouns are they, them. I'm a alcohol and other drugs / substance use educator at the Office of Alcohol Policy Education. And my favorite spot on campus is the pathway between Rogers House, which is near Bechtel, to King's Coast. So there's a nice little path I can walk and then walk towards Tresidder.
My name is Natalie Thomas. I use she, her pronouns, and I am one of the assistant deans, and I oversee our education and outreach efforts in OAPE. My favorite spot on campus, it might be the Oval.
I'm Ralph Castro. I use he, him, his pronouns. I'm the Associate Dean of Students and the Director of the Office of Alcohol Policy and Education. I've been at Stanford many years, more so than the incoming class has been alive. My favorite spot on campus is actually the Rodin Sculpture Garden outside of Cantor, particularly around the Gates of Hell.
Cool. So what is the Office of Alcohol Policy and Education, and what are university policies and campus culture surrounding alcohol and substances?
So the Office of Alcohol Policy and Education is a large office that has a pretty broad portfolio of educational and outreach services for students that we'll go into some detail about. So we're charged with doing all of the education and outreach for all student population, grad and undergrad, around alcohol and drugs. So we do a lot of trainings in that respect, and online and in-person education and one-on-one work. As far as the policy goes, it's illegal to possess, consume, distribute, or manufacture alcohol in the state of California. So our policy mirrors state law. So we take an educational approach to educating on the front end to have students make good choices, whether they choose to use or not. We'll educate on the front end, but if we need to have more administrative issues, then we can do that. And there are a handful of students, unfortunately, every year that are asked to leave the university housing because of alcohol and drug repeated violations.
Can you elaborate more on the different resources that you provide?
So Cardinal Nights is our alternative programming on campus. So we are substance free. So our programming happens frequently enough for our students to feel like this is their own community. So for Cardinal Nights, we do everything and anything from what previously, when we were able to, Broadway shows and bring musicians to campus. We would do craft nights, check out museums, be able to, see live athletic games. We provide financial aid to anybody who requests it. And like I said, we're around pretty frequently Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. And then our 5-SURE program, we have two. So we have our 5-SURE Safe Drives program, which provides 7 days a week. We provide students from point A to point B on campus from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. This is a free service that any student on campus can use infinite, as many times as they wish while they're on campus. We will pick you up, drop you off. Additionally, we have 5-SURE on Foot, who is our Bystander Intervention. This is all peer-led, student-led safety initiative. And so what they do is they practice bystander intervention and community-centered care. They are out on weekend nights, so they generally are found near the row, and they'll check in with other students. They have a table set up, provide snacks, waters, and walk home if you need it.
So any student who wants to meet and talk about alcohol or drugs, either their own use or a friend's use or family members, we're a good kind of first stop for them to think through what substance use looks like in their life and what resources are available on campus. Everything from just thinking about changing your substance use to students who are in recovery and want to learn more about what we can do for them.
How has COVID-19 impacted the resources you provide?
So for Cardinal Nights, we do know that we're going to be doing digital programming that students are going to be able to safely participate in. We've had great success with it in spring quarter. So we're looking at still providing a couple of on-campus Cardinal Nights events that'll be more socially distanced. So you'll be able to pick up craft kits or things like that to be able to take back to your room. This upcoming year, it is looking like 5-SURE may not be able to operate due to COVID with being in a vehicle that is a closed compartment.
But some ideas on the table right now for the 5 Sure program will be going out and doing kind of in-person education around COVID, helping to increase students' education around wearing masks and social distancing. So by going out and giving out masks, giving hand sanitizer, educating in the moment as well. As always, they're known for providing Pop-Tarts, and so they'll still be giving out packaged Pop-Tarts to students across campus.
So if students are interested in working for OAPE, how can they be hired?
We have on our website, there is a contact us button. You can email us. We also have through 5 Sure and 5 Sure on Foot buttons that actually take you directly to the application, I believe. But generally, if you email us directly, we'll let you know when we are hiring.
And I'll add that we're really dedicated to a peer model, and we're always looking to help students. A lot of first-gen students work for our office. We have some student athletes that actually work with us as well because it fits into their training. We encourage a diversity of students to apply to work with us.
And our last question, do you have any advice for our incoming new students?
I would suggest students to really seek out community, be it either the community centers or even in our office. We've been supporting this recovery communities that include Al-Anon and our recovery meetings, especially given the national unrest. We, as an office, also view substance use as a social justice issue. So we really encourage everyone to seek avenues in which you can grow.
Students are here for a reason. You were picked to be here. You obviously have so much to offer our community, and find your place here. There is a place for you here. There's multiple places for you here. It's hard with COVID and not being able to be as connected to this really gorgeous home. Find things that even when you're away, give you that sense of belonging and community, and know that there's so many people here and around this area and this community who are here just for that reason. Connect to those people and don't let those people go during your time here.
I'll add the advice that was given to me actually when I was a first-year student going into college. Someone said to me, be who you are and be that well. As you're finding community, as you're learning who your friends might be and learning more about your identities, just continue to stay authentic to who you are, because as everybody has mentioned thus far, there is a community for you here, or multiple communities for you here. You don't have to be anything other than who you are to find some places here.
Take time to reflect on where you're at and what you're doing. Stanford is a beautiful campus, and as part of that, I always say, look up. When you just look up, you see that beauty all around us. So just take time to reflect at the beauty around us and among us, and the diversity that makes Stanford a truly special place.